Nightfall in Minneapolis in December usually spells freezing temps, and that is precisely the case outside these walls. But we are a comfortable 72 degrees inside U.S. Bank Stadium.
Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Washington Commanders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready.
And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis.
Cavante Turpin now from his end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Here we go, here we go. Striker, 3-3, 22 needle.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins.
And he's got some space here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first 2 plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
From Commanders territory now, it's 1st and 10
at the 41.
Clock, 10. 10 cycles.
Another run here with Dobbins. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 48 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down.
Here we go, set.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go.
This 2nd and 4.
Ready?
A give up the middle to Dobbins.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Ritter going to change up the look. Ritter completes this quickly.
Touchdown! A great effort there. becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year.
And the Vikings will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off.
You ain't going nowhere.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Carry here for Robinson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
On the counter, this is Robinson.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
And look at this defense for the Vikings.
But right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
3rd down and 10.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
And the Vikings will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, sometimes the fake punts work out. They're fun, and you're so smart for doing it. And sometimes, Charles, what happens is an epic fail, and what we just saw was an epic fail.
And you're right about that, because the key here is the element of surprise. You have to catch a defense completely unaware that this might happen, this might occur. Unfortunately, somehow they tipped it off, or they were just well coached and on their toes.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
I tell you what, CD, this Washington defense, very strong in the victory last week.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
Ritter back to throw.
Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Vikings! J.K. Dobbins with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Now Shudak for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score.
Touchdown, Washington.
They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught on the left flank. And he's across for 2 points. Boy, a gutsy call right there, but the fake works. And they get the 2 instead of 1. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Second down throw coming for Ritter.
His throw incomplete.
So, Charles, you know, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well coached to fall asleep at the switch now, and I think it ultimately benefits them to stay engaged all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
Ritter has it knocked down. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
They'll run up the gut with Dobbins.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You talk about this Washington defense.
They put together a strong effort last week in the win over the Bears, CD.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that
7.
number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Robinson with another carry.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Washington.
Brian Robinson Jr.
with his 16th touchdown of the year.
And the Commanders are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense good.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And a little floater there is incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and now he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They had that 14-0 lead, but that has evaporated as they go to work here 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Come on. Hey.
They'll drop to throw.
Looks again for T.J. Hawkinson, and he's got him again.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he gets it down to the 32.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Dragon 60. Warrior 70.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go, Jack.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
Here's a quick throw caught out wide.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Hey, smash Bronco.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
110 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
J.K. Dobbins.
His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Shudak.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So then after the made field goal, Shudak back out to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Escapes the defender. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And some room to maneuver. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Watson.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense, he uses their aggressiveness against them.
Here's Watson. On the move to his left. And that'll be incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
A line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Slot man moves right. Robinson. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal.
An audible here to get a new look.
On 4th down, Watson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Let's go now.
2nd down and 8.
79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw here.
And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back? That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
He sets up the screen to Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Let's go.
Second and a couple.
Ready?
Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Come on.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 30. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I like the boldness of that play call from the offensive coordinator because he wasn't daunted even by the double coverage he expected to draw to the tight end. The result, a huge gain and a major shout of confidence for everyone on the offense.
Ready?
Now a 2nd and 10.
60. Cap 60.
Back to throw here.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there.
Picked off by Jerome Baker.
And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Faking the give. Now Watson. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he works free. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Commanders 14.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Off of play action, it's Watson.
His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 46.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a play fake, and it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll bring them back within 4.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case, not only want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They're going to look to throw.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the delay, Jones. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle and hauled in by Osborne. And he'll be down at the 46. Well, they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. J.K. Dobbins, 46 yards. And the Vikings are able to add on to that lead.
Yeah, they would have been happy with a first down, but this is even better. Once he's past the marker, it's cream cheese from there. And he bumps it to the outside, and it's just going to run away from defenders on his way toward the pylon.
Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So here's Shudak following the touchdown, back out to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Last time I remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
Alert, alert.
On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
If they're going to get a first down out of this, they're going to have to earn it because there's been tough going in the interior there. And here we are on 3rd and 1. Be prepared. Brace yourself. Could be some contact going on.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Now he's free at the 35. And when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Go check. Go check. Ready?
Up the middle, Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
This is 2nd and 8.
Mustang 19. Cowboy 80.
They'll go again to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4.
Let's go now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Hey, check that. Street.
Now they'll put a receiver in motion left.
He's going to handle it on the touch pass. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
I don't care what the analytics say. Look at where they are on the field. To me, that just screams go for it here. I don't even think about putting a kicker out there. What say you?
I support whatever they do. Let's find out.
Look at you, man of the people.
And this one is right through.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Everything was right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Watson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He finds his man. Complete. It's Townsend. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back.
Pushing through tacklers that time to pick up 6.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Second down and 4.
Out of the gun, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to speed things up here.
Robinson up the middle.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Robinson is in. Touchdown, Washington. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Joey Sly on for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Vikings 31, Commanders 24. Joey Sly to kick off for the Commanders.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
19 Lions.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return.
And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
149 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 36. Watson off play action.
Looking for Dotson, and he's got him.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Sliding out of the pocket.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Andrew Booth puts it on. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. 1st and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on 1st down, there's no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
He'll look to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Ready.
Dobbins trying the left side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And a short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Check, Panther.
Gillisley. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On is the punter Hawk as he gets this one away.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Watson to throw.
throw left side complete. That's Townsend. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They got to go thank the guys on D.
Here comes second down. Watson.
Rolling to his right. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. To throw, Watson. Finds Hines again for the completion.
Now he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This is 1st and 10. Here's Watson.
That's going to be caught. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's 1st and goal. Now Watson.
Being chased out left. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Watson. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Yes, sir, that touchdown puts them in striking distance. And let me tell you something, forget being conservative here. Go for it. Go for 2.
Well, going for it on the road. Want to win it right now.
Want to win it right now. Have the momentum. Go ahead and get it done.
And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. They'll try and run it in. And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try. And they might just get out of here with a win after all. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Vikings,
they have indeed reached a perfect 16-0, but now still one game remains before they join the 07 Pats and the 72 Dolphins as the only teams to finish a regular season unbeaten.
that'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles.